Hey everybody, it's Aaron again, and I'm back for another episode on the Feed the Beast server. So, in the time since the last episode, I dug out a mine shaft and had started digging around on there, and we're actually having this episode because I finally got lucky enough to come across a natural cave. So we're going to go down there, and we're going to check that out. Because I didn't explore it at all when... first we're gonna grab a bit more wood here. Now at some point I might actually scale one of these bad boys, but I wanted to see. We're just gonna take this from here. Last time I messed with one of these trees, it didn't seem to, the wood didn't work with anything else. But I do know it worked for sticks, which is one of the things that I was interested in grabbing. So I'm gonna make a couple more stone picks real quick, and then we're going to head down there. You'll notice I did use up one of my other iron picks. The other iron pick, as I only had two. So I'm gonna try and use cobble picks for as much as possible, and then with any luck, I did see some iron right away down there when I walked in. So with any luck, we'll finally find some iron. As an interesting note, I went all the way down to the bedrock. I got all that. And I was actually starting to do this for the stairs so that I wasn't hitting my head. Air quotes, hitting my head. And I was mining some coal up here when I realized that this actually connected down into a cave down here. So I walled this off real quick so that we could come down here at my leisure. Because when I was first down there, there were quite a few monsters that were kind of hanging out over here. So we're gonna go ahead and explore this cave. With any luck, we'll find some more iron. What I had started to say is I went all the way down to the bedrock. I found no iron at all. Found all kinds of the other new mod added blocks, and no iron, no diamond. I have plenty of redstone at this point now for anything that we need to do conceivably for the future. So that was a plus. I have found some more coal. And I found a decent amount of copper, but that was about the extent of what I came across. So I don't know how big this cave is. I'm hoping it ends up being a pretty decent size. As you can see on the minimap, it looks like it goes for at least a ways. And that's actually how I realized this was even here, was through the minimap when I was digging around in the coal back up in that section. So... oh, it looks like we have a bunch of creepers spawning up ahead of us. So this here that I'm mining right now is tin, I do believe. Yep. And so you can combine the copper and tin to make bronze, which is used for some stuff, although I can't recall off the top of my head what. This is some of that xenolite stuff that I was talking about, that I made those, the bottom of my nether area out of. I really don't like how this is set up. I just tend to get nervous. I know we've got a creeper that ain't too far ahead of us here. Well, I will say this cave seems to be full of all kinds of resources at least, so maybe with some more luck we'll find more than 2 freaking iron in here. So I kind of talked about this, but my plan is I wanted to do the refinery stuff first. If I can get the pump going, at the very least we can start pumping a lot of that oil out, even if we don't get the refinery set up right away. And that will at least, you know, that'd be something. I'd take that as a win at this point, especially since it takes diamond, I do believe, to make the refinery. Alright. Oh, those bats, man, they scare the crap out of me sometimes. There's the creeper. I kind of hate wandering around down here with no armor on. I suppose I could use the bronze to make armor, but kind of like to go with the old standby for stuff like that. By that I mean things like that are in normal Minecraft. I know that if I find enough of like the different gems, you can make the different armors. I see we got some Endermen on the other side anyhow. Here's some of that green Xylite. There are quite a few colors of that Xylite stuff, and as far as I can tell, those kind of like those blocks are the only real use for them. I could be wrong. I mean, if you know something I don't, feel free to leave a comment about it. I just haven't seen any other use for them, and I kind of, you know, like I was saying, I'm not by any means an expert at this. I'm pretty much winging it, really. But I'll go ahead and collect this stuff as for right now. Wow, we're already getting full on junk. Supposedly you can make backpacks with this mod, but I don't know anything about that either, unfortunately. But you know, a backpack to carry ore would be pretty damn good right now. Alright, so get in there. So we got a spider up there ahead of us anyhow. It does look like this is a pretty decent cave system here. These blocks I'm mining here, it may look like coal, but it's actually crude oil. So it's similar to those oil sands that I showed you guys in the one episode. Except it's what happens with... Yeah, I see you over there. Oh, damn, man. That's tough. That's probably going to be worth checking out. Let's see if this works. Oh, hell yes. Okay, so what we're going to do... I'm going to throw a bunch of the stuff we've collected in here because I can get back to this point fairly easily, and I'd rather not lose everything if we get totally screwed down here, so take that with us. Put half of that in there. Alright, so this is going to be our next course of action. I'm just going to try and staircase a way down here. Go Go ahead and try and get this guy killed. I'm not going to worry. I know there's a bunch of this ore around here. I'm not going to quite worry about grabbing that stuff at the moment. I'm more interested in iron. Right now. I better switch out of my iron pick. I will grab all of this stuff at some point. I'm just, like I said, I'm not going to worry about it at this exact moment. Nice. This is a nice deposit. We'll grab this here, though. So this purple one here, I believe, is sapphires. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. And sapphires are similar to like the green sapphire / emerald that I have my sword made out of. So it's a diamond substitute without. It's not quite as good as diamond, but it works. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure you cannot use it to substitute for diamond in crafting pattern. Most other crafting patterns, like you still have to. Like that pattern that I need for the refinery, I don't think I can use a sapphire to replace the diamond in that pattern. Unfortunately. Because that would be pretty damn awesome. So, I don't know of any other use other than armor, so you know what, maybe I will throw down. We'll start armoring myself out a bit more than I have, since we're going to be running around down here. And like a dumbass, I left my crafting table up there. So if you were yelling at me because I did so, congratulations, you win. I was pretty sure you can use this to make armor, but apparently I am wrong. Well, that sucks. I wonder what the hell the point of it. Well, I can make items out of it, I guess. So maybe we can make a sapphire pick. Yeah, let's try that out. We'll make 2 just for the hell of it. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, we'll use these for now. Let's see. I wonder if I shouldn't try to just continue that kind of the staircase that we kind of had going on here. And now we have to be careful of this lava flow that is down here. Let's do this on this one. Well, I can honestly say I think this cave is going to have been worth the time exploring it. And that's what we're going to do here for the foreseeable future. Let's see if we can get this to connect now. Whoa. I'm being really bad about that today. What the frick is that? What is that? Galena. I have no clue what the hell that is. that certainly takes the case on Mazrith. Doesn't know what the fuck that is. Come on. Alright. So how low did this take us? Nice. So we're at diamond level now. That isn't what we were, that isn't really what we came looking for, but I'm sure as hell not going to turn any down if I find it. Ooh, shit. That was a little bit of luck on my part. I heard him about to explode, so that's why I ran forward there. I'm gonna get rid of some of this crap. I don't care too much about carrying cobble around at the moment. We're gonna leave this lava where it is for the time being. Got a skeleton up here. Well, here's some rubies. Okay, I'm gonna quit picking up zonolite at the moment. I do like zonolite, but I think I would rather I think I'd rather work on the stuff that I am concerned about trying to keep. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of my iron picks. I should have kept that. I'm just gonna chuck this stuff. We'll keep the red since I've got a good stack of that going. So I'm not gonna worry about grabbing too much coal at the moment either, I don't think. So just because I leave a bunch of this stuff down here now doesn't mean it's gonna stay down here. I'm just not gonna pick it up at the moment. What is that? Is that silver? Yep. So there's a couple different, you'll notice at some point, unless they fix this, which they may have, since this is a newly generated chunk, there's a couple different looks for some of the ore because of the different mods that are used. Because some of the mods, not all of them, but some of the mods share ore. For example, there's a couple different coppers and silvers and tin. Bats really like hanging out in this. So just because we see something here that doesn't quite look the same as copper doesn't necessarily mean it isn't copper. Oh, damn it, I didn't want to do that. I'll keep it with us for the moment. I'm not a big fan of some of the looks for the silver ore because to me it always makes me think that I find diamond half the time, and so that it gets a little annoying after a while. So we've started to find some iron, and to be honest, we may have enough to make the pump at this point. I do need to grab a little bit of lapis. I know, shock and amaze, there's actually use for lapis with this mod, and it'll be used later. It's part of the stuff that you use when you make a quarry. You use these outline marker things, and they're redstone torches that you add a piece of lapis to make it blue. So I need a couple pieces of that to make those. There very well could be more uses for lapis in this mod. I don't know right now, but I wouldn't be shocked by that at all. Make some more torches because I don't want to run out. So if you're looking at my minimap, you can see that I'm showing tons of skeletons and shit, and there's one all around me, yet I'm not seeing them. So that tells me that the indicators on the map are not super accurate as far as exactly if they're on the same level as you or not. So, but that's going to be all for this episode. I'm going to go ahead and keep filming right now, and we'll roll. I'm going to split this up into the next episode, but I will see you guys literally after the break.